I'm at Uptown on Dykeman, then talking that how she only dealt with businessmen. Niggas bagging joints, money off and on the books. The ones who stand firm like ain't nothing shook about them. I doubt them cats waiting for me, you know them.
Okay, just to address my activity on the channel, I would like to put out videos every single day. I'm a news channel, so I thrive on delivering news to everybody because I am passionate about gaming and I wish to share my hobby and my experiences with as many people as possible via the medium that is YouTube videos. Unfortunately, some news is a bit thin on the ground. There isn't much news, some weeks, even days in the week there are no news, and I can't be like other channels who dedicate a 15-minute video, 10-minute video just to updating you on a release date for one game, or an extra character was added, or they've added an update and they claim to be a news channel, but really they're just there to get as much ad revenue as possible. Hence I'll put out 2-3 videos a day, which are utter nonsense because you can really deliver the information that they're delivering in less than 30 seconds, but that's them, not me. But what is happening, people? I thought I'd let you know what's going on. I will really want to put out many videos as possible, and I will try my best when the news is available. Sometimes it's out of my control. And so with that being said, what is the haps, people? It is Fox back with another video. If you're new around here, why not subscribe and follow at FoxyGames_UK for your regular source of aggregate news, rumor and live video game discussion. Now let's get into our first news story, which is quite interesting actually, because who would have thought that PlayStation Experience would happen twice a year? Certainly not me, as PlayStation Asia is to hold another, yes, another PlayStation Experience in the Southeast Asia region this year, and I'm almost hesitant to admit I didn't even know PSX was a thing out there. Courtesy of CyrusGaming.com, here's the full story. So E3 2018 has come and gone, but PlayStation Asia, managed by Sony Interactive Entertainment Hong Kong via the SCEE Singapore, Sony Interactive Entertainment Singapore branch, is going to host another PlayStation Experience for gamers living in the Southeast Asia region. Pretty much like last year, SIES held and brought the first ever PSX 2017 SCEA to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia last year in August 5th. Now, with its critical success, the publishers announced that PlayStation Experience 2018 is going to happen again, and this time in Bangkok, Thailand for 2 days this August 18th to August 19th. The lineup of games includes Blood and Truth, Astro Bot Rescue Mission and Firewall Zero Hour. However, these aren't the only games, as SIES will announce more titles really soon. PlayStation Experience 2018 SCEA will include game stage events which will feature game representatives to share the latest information on their games, as well as gaming personalities to engage with attendees at the event. PlayStation Experience 2018 SCEA will be held from 10 AM to 9 PM at GMM Livehouse at Central World, Bangkok, Thailand. So if there's off chance that you're out there and you're from the West, why not check it out? Why not? Now, in other not so related news, the online action survival shooter H1Z1 on PS4 has hit over 10 million players. Courtesy of WCCFtech.com is the full story. So H1Z1 has surpassed the rather impressive milestone of 10 million players since its open beta launch on PlayStation 4. Developer Daybreak Games has announced only about a month after the late May debut, an infographic detailing all sorts of statistics has been shared for the occasion, as customary these days. Now, over 11,676 years of gaming have been spent already by players, with 167.5 million kills perpetrated during the Battle Royale matches and 16.5 million headshots performed. Doesn't that sound like Xbox Live engagement? They're all onto it now. Microsoft started something, so we should all get used to it. Now, to celebrate, the studio has given all players who have downloaded H1Z1 a Darkfire pickup truck and a Sunrise parachute in-game skin for free. Players that logged into H1Z1 prior to 11:59 PM PT, that's Pacific time, Wednesday, June 27, this will be granting them the in-game items directly to their inventory this weekend. H1Z1 is also getting a new update today, which will introduce the revive mechanic so that in duos and fives you will be able to revive teammates. Other additions include aim acceleration adjustments. Currently, when you move your joystick, the speed at which your character moves and responds is a linear acceleration, which led to some feedback that movement and aiming didn't feel very responsive. H1Z1 developer Daybreak implemented a non-linear solution now, similar to other shooting games, to give players a much more responsive feeling, and a new weapon, the airstrike signal, which allows players to call in an airstrike at the throwables location. And so with no PUBG availability on PS4, gamers are clamouring to get their fix from H1Z1, and Daybreak have hinted the vehicle-focused Auto Royale mode recently introduced to H1Z1 players on PC might make it to PS4 at some point, though no timetable on when that might happen was provided. And in other news, Xbox talks the next Xbox. Japanese developed games promises to continue listening to fans this generation and the next, and to deliver what the gamers want. Courtesy of JawShockers.com, here's the full story. So Microsoft certainly had a good show this year at E3, at least in my opinion, and Corporate Vice President of Xbox Program Management, Mike Ybarra, talked about it in an interview on the Japanese magazine weekly Famitsu. Now, Mike Ybarra explained that Microsoft has to do it really to firmly understand what gamers are asking of them. He promised to continue to listen to the gamers' voices, continuously focusing on providing what gamers want. Specifically, they heard a request from fans that they want more exclusive games. Yes, which is why they bought 5 new studios under their first party umbrella. But bear in mind, these studios were already making Xbox One games. Now, he also talked about the next generation, explaining that what Xbox division head announced on stage is the intention to stay deeply involved in the living room. Even about that, Ybarra intends to keep listening to what gamers want from now on in order to provide the best gaming experience. So Ybarra also talked about the new Halo titled Halo Infinite. The game will focus on Master Chief, and this is also a response to the enthusiastic requests of those who want to play Master Chief's story. What he's most excited about is the new engine Slip Space, but he can't say much more about it. Now, if you want to read more about Microsoft's plans, you can also check out what Phil Spencer himself said in a recent interview, which I will cover later in this video. But Weekly Famitsu also included an interview with Microsoft's Xbox division head Phil Spencer, who provided a lot of insight of his work with Japanese developers and the future of the Xbox brand. Now, Spencer talked about the fact that over the past few weeks or years, he traveled to Japan many times to visit many publishers. He's also working closely with many Japanese developers. They let him play the games before release, and when they talk to him about their goals, he realizes that bonds are being built through the relationship between platform holder and publishers. He's aware that this kind of relationship is thoroughly important. Speaking about the recent acquisition of 5 studios announced at E3 2018, Spencer mentioned that gamers always want to play superior games, and in particular it's obvious that first-party titles are important for a platform. He encouraged fans to look forward to an increase in excellent first-party games. In other words, they're going hard or going home, people. Now, asked about the next generation of Xbox consoles, hinted at during the E3 press conference, Spencer explained that the project has been started with the gamer at the center. Currently, 2 billion people in the world play video games on various devices, but he would like to provide a wonderful gaming experience to users by delivering the most powerful and best hardware for console manufacturers, and not just for third party, but also from an exclusive first-party in-house standpoint also. Spencer feels that he was able to do that with the Xbox One X to some degree, but would like to further improve on that. Now, in the past, Microsoft have been talking with multiple hardware development communities, and they have been really discussing what kind of innovation is expected in the architecture for the future looking ahead. He knows that resolution is very important, frame rate is also very important, and the journey to build the new hardware has already begun, and he's constantly thinking about the possibilities. Spencer also feels that investing in artificial intelligence, AI, will be greatly helpful to make the world of the video game and the characters feel more vivid. It's more possible to simulate now, and how a game is being played. It's even useful for debugging. And about streaming, while 2 billion people play games worldwide, many of them do so on devices that aren't specifically home consoles. Trying to sell them 2 billion consoles in various places around the world isn't really an ideal situation, and virtually impossible. As smartphones and PC become more widespread, Spencer would like to offer them games that are as deep and immersive as any of those you play on home consoles. Now, Spencer ended the interview by mentioning that it's a pleasure for him to say that the excellent developers from Japan are supporting Xbox despite the platform not really doing well in the region. Japanese Xbox gamers will be able to enjoy even more content from their favorite creators in the future, so they should look forward to further developments. And that's the news for today, but do let us know your thoughts and opinions on these news stories, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of yet another video. But let's continue the discussion in the video comments. And for more PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch news, subscribe to Foxy Games UK, hit the notification bell so you never miss out on content, and remember to thumbs up if you liked the video, and also help us reach more like-minded gamers simply by sharing this video. And for just £1, $1 UK or equivalent, consider supporting Foxy Games UK Patreon and help us grow. You'll find a link in this video's description. Thanks for your kind support. And there we have it. Until next time, always remember, play games, not corporations.